Hello everyone, and today I'm going to teach you about gradient map. Now, gradient map is a very useful thing. It is one of the most amazing thing ever. In terms of digital art because of how much time it saves. Okay, so if you want to add the gradient map to your artwork, go into layer, new correction layer, and gradient map. All right. So first thing first, let me hide the gradient map for a second. So you can see that my artwork here is black and white in a monochrome because gradient map will look at the brightness of the pixel itself. So dark pixel, light pixel, that is why this artwork is black and white because it is much easier to explain. Let's turn on our gradient map. As you can see, the black and white become another black and white because this gradient map is black and white. So double click on the layer, and then you can see that I've already have a lot of preset of the gradient map that I have used over time in my other artwork. So for example, I have a gradient map here that is called Sui Ishida Red Blue. So if we press that, as you can see, it transforms my entire artwork to red, to yellow, white. I hope you understand it by now. So you can see gradient map here is dark to light. You can even reverse it if you want. You can even pick another mixing mode. As you can see, there is a lot of stuff. But for the basic part is that the left one is the dark pixel and the right one is the light pixel. So if you want to switch it, just press reverse gradient button right here. As you can see, I hope you understand that the bright pixel is now black because the gradient map is set to black for the bright pixel and the dark pixel is now white because vice versa. So let's go back to our normal gradient. Now the best thing about this is that I really don't have to do my own shading at all. Sometimes I use this for a post processing effect instead of using it entirely within my artwork, but you cannot help but see how easy it is to just slide this thing around, and you can see how much darker you want your art style to be. Like for example, if I want it to be yellow, there you go. I want it to be green, there you go. Blue, so on, so on, and so on. The blue one here is looks kind of nice too, as you can see. Okay, so this is one of my latest artwork. As you can see, I don't use any gradient map because I simply love my own shading here. But I agree that if someone say that the coloring here is a bit dull, because it is, I think that is the point of this artwork is how raw it is. So how about let's do some adjustment using gradient map, shall we? As you can see, this is a bit too strong, but you can also lower the opacity of the gradient map itself, and it will help with doesn't make everything too oversaturated. And I have a few preset here. Let's see. I don't think none of these preset really do much to this art style. As you can see, maybe this one, the gray and orange one. As you can see, it kind of make the artwork a bit more of a sunset kind of vibe. So yeah, if you have artwork that you want to if you want to be lazy, just use gradient map. Let's make the white is a bit let's make the white a bit yellow. I don't want it to be a bit too white. The red, maybe we should make it a bit more orange. No, it's much. Maybe a bit more of in kind of red. There you go. And then for the gray area, maybe we can just use deep purple. Oh, I really like this. As you can see, this is what I like about gradient map. It creates this nice like gloom to the some of the color that have a close brightness, as you can see. For example, the red and gray here. We can even make it go closer like this one, but we don't want it to show too much, so let's put it around here. We can even make the black, maybe, nah, that is a bit too much. Maybe red. Yeah, like that. As you can see, it really adds some kind of atmosphere to the artwork, but I don't really recommend it is to be used a lot. If you still a new artist, I don't think it is good for you because you want to learn how to color on your own. But if you use gradient map long enough, I'm pretty sure you will get a vibe of color that you want, and that you will manage to handpick your own color to look like you use a gradient map. So eventually you will learn, but if you are really beginner, just try doing your own thing first and then use gradient map later. The truth is that when I was a teenager, I actually learned how to draw anatomy by tracing a 3D model from Clip Studio Paint itself. And eventually, I somehow managed to draw without any tracing at all. And I realized that I can draw human proportion from just my own imagination. And I think that is the most beautiful thing ever.